All right. Please find a comfortable posture and hmm, let's make that comfortable posture on a bolster lying down. So if you don't have a bolster, that'd be like a pillow. You can use blocks, and you're going to put that prop, whether it's a firmness of a block or like a pillow or a block, under your rib cage. And then you'll also probably maybe want something under your head so your head doesn't fall or like kind of kink back. This will open up our chest, and we're gonna try to create a natural low back curve. So the hips are on the ground, all stuff we've done before. Hips are on the ground, and the back is resting on the prop. The ribs, so you've got a little arch going on. We'll do some breath work from here. Your legs, you can have your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Or you can have your legs straight out. Or you can have God's pose. You can kind of change them up as we go, honestly. And now you're going to take your hand, the back of one of your hands, and you're going to bring it underneath your low back, so above your hips, but below the rib cage. So there's like a little space. And you want to feel that your low back is not sinking like a hammock. That there's a gentle, especially in the center of your back, low back, it's like an archway, like an arch. And from your hips to your ribs, a little arch. And that is called your lumbar curve. This posture should help create that for your body. Just take a few moments once you've kind of found that, you're comfortable, moments to rest, settle. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. From here, just turn your head on your prop so you're looking out over your left side. Twisting the neck. Keep breathing here. Keep settling in. Nice and slow, rotate your neck to look the other direction. Keep breathing here. Keep settling in. Bring your head back up to center and stretch your arms up straight into the air like tree trunks. Really lift a moment. You can touch your thumbs and spread your fingers and lengthen even more. Stretch out your left leg and bend your right knee. Good. You can rest your hands. You're going to take your right knee over into a little bit of a twist. So you still have that arch, but you've twisted a little bit, like we do it near the end of most yoga classes. But you've got these props, kind of adding a little bit of back bend to the twist. Out of that, put your arms up nice and tall again. Put out your right leg and bend your left. Rest your hands and take your left leg over the right. So you're twisting. Healthy lumbar curve. In the spine, you've got these vertebrae that look like big knuckles stacked on each other. They're not really stacked, they're just connected. There's five. The five biggest are in your lumbar. You have a little curve that goes into the body. Then get compressed, flattened. You often experience some back pain. The muscles get tight. You got muscles all around on all sides of those vertebrae. Back to center. Good. Take your arms over your head behind you so you can, if your elbows reach and your hands reach the floor, that's great. They don't have to, they can float. You can even support them with props. So if you don't want any shoulder impingement, you're feeling shoulder impingement, bring your elbows lower towards your ribs. Or you lift the elbows up above the shoulder, maybe above the head height, just depending on what feels right. You can keep your elbows bent. Allow the chest to open even more here. Back muscles sort of line up with that low back. Breathe into this back bend shape. Good. And release. We're going to rock onto our side and remove the props that were under us and lie on our back. And just notice how the body feels without any props under it. And you'll do the same thing, maybe with the one foot pressing down. You're going to bring a hand under your low back and still notice, is there a little bit of an arch? It's going to be obviously different because your whole back's on the ground, but there still should be a little bit of an arch. From the top of the hips to the base of the ribs. Turn your toes to face the sky. So your kneecaps are pointed up. Bring your legs as close together as feels right to your body. Just notice the muscles that are working. Keep the toes pointing to the sky. Inhale, lift up the left leg, bend the knee, and extend it out. 2 times. Bend the knee, extend it out. Floating in the air, any height that feels right to your body. Good. Slide that foot back along the floor. Let's keep the toes pointing up. And bend the right knee. Lift the leg. And we'll bend the knee 3 times. Bend and extend. Good. Slide that foot out along the ground again. Check in with the feet. Make sure the toes point straight up. And one more time, lift up the left leg. Bend and extend. And relax that leg down. One more time on the right side. Lift the leg. And bend. You're using, to help lift that leg, what's called the hip flexor. That hip flexor muscle, even though it helps lift your hip, it connects up into the front of your low back. Often when we have low back pain, it's because that muscle is getting tight or overworked. Take a breath here, rest a moment. Good. Bend both feet and place them flat on the floor. You'll take your arms out like a field goal post or like a cactus. Lift your shins up off the ground so they're parallel with the floor. And notice that as you bring your knees closer to your body, what happens to your low back? For me, it flattens and presses against the ground. Relax your feet back down. Put that little archway back in your back. You can get a hand underneath your low back. Little Hot Wheels car maybe. And try it again. Slowly bring your knees up over your hips. And as you bring your knees closer to your body, notice as your thighs closer to your belly, notice how your low back flattens or even rounds and presses into the floor. Mindful of that. Put the feet back on the ground and put the natural curve, don't overarch, you can do that too. Put the natural curve back into your low back. This time, lift up your knees, but only enough so that your low back does not flatten. So maybe above the hips, not past. Good. With the feet floating, we're going to take our knees and ankles 45 degrees to the right, and then inhale back up, and go 45 degrees to the left, and inhale back up, exhale to the right, inhale up, exhale left. We're going to go back and forth a few more times. Try to keep the knees and the ankles together. See if you can feel that natural arch is still in place in your low back. Shins should be parallel with the floor. There, a little higher, very good. And relax down. Whew. Step your feet wide, almost as wide as your mat, like a little bit wider than your hips. And make your knees the same width. We're going to do 10 bridge pose. Bridge pose helps build our glute muscles. This helps support our low back. One of the most common reasons people have low back pain is because they don't use their glute muscles enough because they've been sitting too long. Press down through your heels and lift your hips straight up, keeping the knees as wide as the feet. Inhale, lift up, using your butt muscles to lift your pelvis up as high as it'll go, and then lower down. Lift, number 3, and down. 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, and down. 7, and 8. Now the butt muscles are lifting the hips. 9, building back strength, and 10. Relax. Very good. Stretch the legs out long. Take your left foot over and stack your ankles with the left foot on top. And now slide your feet over to the corner of your mat. So you've kind of got a stretch on your outer left hip. Look to your right and put your left bicep against your head. So you're making a big crescent shape
And you curve like a banana laying on the ground. And just let that whole left side be an open crescent. Come back. Unhook and put the other ankle, the right ankle on top, and drop your feet over the other way. Turn your head to the left and wrap your right bicep around your head if you can. So the open crescent is on the right side. Breathe here and just notice. And come back. Excellent job. Roll to your side. Let's press all the way up to a comfortable tabletop position on your mat. Hands and knees pose. Take a moment to grip with your fingertips, really digging 10 little holes into your mat. And with your big toes, grip the mat like you were trying to flick a match, start a match with your big toes. Keep that grip pressure. Let your low back fall in, now like a hammock, so you've got that natural curve. Have the hammock in the low back, so to open your throat, lift your chin, and pull the shoulders onto the back. Breathe here. Start to shift your hips back, but try not to round your back until it has to. And you kind of got your tail lifted a little bit as you shift your hips back. Good. Inhale, come forward, bring your shoulders over your hands and back your knees up. Keep your shoulders over your hands and back your knees up. You want more challenge? Make your legs straight. Knees off the ground. Hold the plank. But lengthen the belly today. Low back is strong. Good. Shift the hips back again. Inhale, lift your left arm high into the air. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right and drop onto that shoulder. Breathe here and thread the needle. Inhale, back up and raise the right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, drop down to that shoulder. Breathe here. Inhale back up. Back your knees up and lower down all the way onto your belly. If you can, you're going to rest your forehead on the ground. If that's uncomfortable, you can rest your chin. And bend your right knee so the foot points towards the ceiling. Sole of the foot. And you're going to lift like you're trying to push your heel into the ceiling so it pulls your knee off the ground. And you're working the butt muscle of the right leg. That's 4. Keep lifting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then relax that leg down. You could just take your hand to your low back, and it should feel like a little trough that has a curve. So you're right between above the hips, below the ribs. It kind of sinks in a little bit. That's the natural curve of your low back. As we build our back of our hips, our glute muscles, this creates a strong, healthy low back, which is what alleviates a lot of the discomfort many people have when they have low back pain. Bend your left knee. You're trying to push your foot into the ceiling. You're going to lift 10 times. 1, 2, straight up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax down. Turn your head to one side and just rest a moment. Let's do one more set of these. Bend the right knee. We're going to lift straight up. Don't unbend the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, go right to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And turn the cheek to the other side. Feel how it's building the glute muscle, which is helping create the curve in our low back, which is muscular support for our low spine, lumbar spine. We often want to stretch our low back. It feels good because it's already overstretched. And so it just feels good to release everything. But we can try it. Let's take all the way back. Take your hips back toward the heels. Lengthen the low back. Feel good to be in this shape for a moment or two. But often, when we sit in a chair, our low back muscles get lengthened. Our glute muscles get weak. That's actually the source of discomfort. Ready, downward facing dog pose. We'll be here about 5 breaths. One more challenge today. If you want to do this from tabletop, you can do this next one from tabletop. We do it pretty regularly, but today we'll try from downward dog. You're going to keep your left foot down. You lift your right leg up and just hold it. More challenges to make the leg straighter, but hold it in space. Then you come up on your left fingertips. So the right leg is up and the left fingertips. And if you want, you're going to practice lifting your left hand off the ground for a few breaths. Balancing 2-pronged downward dog. So just use your hand up off the ground when you can and touch back down for balance so you keep the leg lifted the entire time. Good. Come back down to tabletop. We're gonna try the second side. Build your back strength. Put in your low back curve like we've been working on. Go back up. We're gonna lift our left leg up this time. Keep it floating in the air the whole time. That's the most important part. Building those low back leg muscles. Put out the right fingertips and you can lift them off the ground for a couple breaths or a moment at a time. Challenging your stability. Breathe here. Good. Walk the feet as wide as your mat, the narrow width of your mat, and hang in a wider, slightly wider forward fold. Got blocks, you can move them to the front of your mat. And then inhale, come all the way up. Press down through your feet. And slowly sink into chair pose. Try to keep your knees the same distance apart as your feet. Lift up. A little set here. You can have the blocks directly in front of your feet, about a foot or less. Bend your knees into chair. Shift your weight to your right leg, lift up your left, and touch your toe to the block. And sit a little deeper. Come back up to standing. Sit into chair. Touch your right toe to the block. Sit a little deeper. Come up to standing. Okay, let's work that a couple more rounds. Sink into chair. Left toe. Sink a little deeper. Press up into standing. Sit into chair. Right toe. Sit a little deeper. Keep your low back in. Check your low back curve with your hand. Come up to standing. Good. Back and forth like a meditation. Sink into chair. Step. Sink again. And push with your bottom leg. Come up into mountain. Sink into chair. Step. Sink again. Push to come up. Good. Keep going back and forth with your breath. Chair. Step. Sink deeper. Push up. Chair. Step up. Sink deeper. Mountain. Couple more. Chair. Step up. Sink deeper. Push up. Chair. Step up. Sink deeper. Mountain. Good job. Inhale, stretch to the sky. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back for lunge. Just breathe here in your lunge. Step both feet back to plank. And then bring the right foot forward, lunge. Take a deep breath. And then step back to plank. Push back to downward dog. And then let's come to forward fold again. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back lunge. Step the leg back to plank. And step the left foot forward, second side. Step back, downward dog. Walk it forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back lunge. Breathe here. Change your legs. Breathe here. Step back. Walk it forward. Inhale all the way up. Hands to your heart. Keep breathing. One more round. Inhale up. Exhale, bow. Fluid motion. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, one foot back, lunge. Both feet back, change legs, which is in front. Step back, downward dog. Walk it forward. Inhale all the way up. Hands to your heart. Good. Take your feet a little bit wider, shoulders width apart. When you bend your knees into chair, keep your knees as wide as your feet. You're sinking in chair. Then you're going to shift your weight over to your right leg. Inhale, bring your left knee all the way up, standing straight on your standing leg. And then step back down into chair. Widest chair. Inhale, shift your weight over to your left and bring up your right leg as high as it will go, the right knee. And step it down in the chair. Shift. Inhale, bring the knee up. And then back down in the chair. Shift. So you're staying in chair when you first shift. And bring the knee up. It's a variation of what we were just doing. Step back down. Shift. Bring the knee up. Back down. Make it methodical. Shift. Bring the knee up. Back down. Make it a yoga. Breathing. Steady movement. Focused on your body awareness. Couple more. Stay in the chair. Firm balance in the standing leg. It's not really a balancing pose because we're just staying in constant motion. Building our glutes and our leg strength. Last round. And back. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. And then walk it back, downward facing up. Down to your knees and bring your shoulders over your hands. Let's do 3 push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. Stay down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, lift up the legs only, both legs. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, just the leg. Try to keep the knees straight. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra pose. Good. Use your back muscles. Exhale down. When you lift up your legs, try and let the toes turn out. Keep the heels lifting straight up. Lift the legs. And down. Inhale, cobra. And down. Inhale, lift the legs. Down. Inhale, lift the back. Down. Inhale, lift the legs, hold and breathe. If you want, you can also lift the arms and the torso. Hold and breathe. And relax it down. Relax a moment. And push back. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look your feet here a moment. Inhale, lift up your right leg as high as you can. We're gonna pulse. Which means we're gonna keep your right leg lifted as high as the building. You're gonna lift it another 6 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to look between your thumbs with your eyes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then pull that knee in, plant it down, come up, warrior 2 pose. Breathe in your warrior 2. You can take your back hand and check your low back. Give a gentle curve that's helping hold your torso upright. A gentle low back curve. Breathe. We're going to place our hands on the mat and step the front leg all the way back into 3-legged dog in one motion if you can. Hands down, step the front leg all the way back up into the air. And let's do 10 more pulses. 1, 2, feel the glute lifting your leg up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Rest a moment, however feels good. You're ready, you're gonna change legs. Lift the left leg up, 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, and then pull it all the way through. Come up, warrior 2. Feel into your low back curve. Just a little. Don't want to overarch it. Not arching our back. We're just checking that our low back and our back of our leg muscles, back of our hip muscles, are holding us up. They're doing their job. The gluteus maximus, apes don't have that muscle, which is why they can only walk on 2 legs for a certain amount of time. The thing that makes us a 2-legged creature. Good. One motion, hands down, step the front leg all the way back and up, 3-legged dog. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Walk your feet to a forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Breathe here. You can use a coffee table ledge or even something a little higher, or your blocks on high settings. I guess you could use the floor, but notice that as you fold forward, your low back curve starts to go away. The lower you get, that low back curve is going to go away. So you want that low back curve to be at least flat. You don't really want to round it. So as low as you can get, where there's still a little bit of either flat or the actual curve itself. But we don't want to round it like a full forward fold where it goes the other way. It's okay to do that to our spine. It's capable of it. But that's not our resting state. It's not really the action we're working on today. You're kind of in like a flat back pose with a little bit of support under your hands so your back can be strong. Plant your left foot in between your hands in a triangular shape and step your right toes back. You guessed it. Keep your hips square this time, shoulders square, gaze straight down, and lift up your leg. We do 10 pulses. 1, 2. Try not to let the hips open up at all. Try not to let the toes turn out at all. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And drop that foot back and swoop your arms up, warrior one pose. Breathe here. Notice the curve in your low back. You can use your hand to check, building that awareness. If you think about it, when you sit in a couch, when you sit in a car chair, I'm going to say a car seat, but I don't think any of you sit in car seats anymore. Make sure your front knee's bent over your heel. When you sit in a chair or couch, that curve kind of goes away. It takes out the muscular strength. Good. Put the hands back on your supports. So we're going to do 10 more lifts, leg lifts. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hips square. Keep your toes from turning out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Come all the way up to standing before the second side. Exhale, bow. Let's try the other side. So try triangle, your right foot and your two hands. Bring your left toes back. We do 10 leg lifts. Keeping the hips square and the toes from turning out. So lift the legs straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the back leg back. Inhale, come up, warrior one, front knees bent, nice and deep. Over the heel. Breathe. We don't want to overarch our back. Our shoulders are over the hips. You use the camera to check for yourself. Shoulders are over the hips. You just have the natural lumbar curve, holding you up. Strong back muscles engaged. Good. Hands back on the block. One more time. 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feet down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes, feel your breathing. Just a couple rounds to kind of tap into that yogic energy again. Sometimes I very much think we can do these exercises and have that yoga mindset, but sometimes it just reminds us too much of a gym workout and we forget that this is yoga. Just to remind yourself to connect the breath and the movement. We're going to inhale nice and slow and fluid. Lift the arms. Turn the palms out, the arms come down. Exhale. Practice standing strong in your legs. Strong in your low back and glutes. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, the arms come down. So you're finding that yoga fluidity, yogic mindset, but yet we're still cultivating these strong back of the leg, strong low back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice and simple. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. Stay in the flow. Add a little knee bend. Good. Take a wide stance on your mat. Give yourself a few hip circles. Take the hips the other direction. Good. Turn your left foot out. Keep your legs straight. As you slide your left hand down the leg into a triangle pose, any amount that works for your body. Breathe as you pull your right shoulder back. Use your right hand against your low back to see if there's a little bit of a lumbar curve, protecting the spine. Bend the front knee and perch the elbow on the knee. And then drop the back hand, top hand down and forward until it comes into side angle arm. And keep that motion going up to bring you all the way back up as you turn your feet back. You go ahead to the other side by turning the right foot out. Slide the right hand down. Use your left hand on your low back, just to keep that awareness present. Pull the left shoulder back. Breathe in triangle pose. Bend the knee, the front knee, and put your elbow on it as you swoop your back arm down and up. Side angle. That upward lifting action as you come up. And turn the feet back. All right, this time you're going to put a block. We might have a little table ledge out in front of your triangle pose. We're in your triangle pose with our left leg in front again. And we're going to probably lift off into half moon. So you might want something for your hand to go on. If you don't get it, you'll be able to transition as you make it happen. So triangle pose, left leg in front. Slide the left hand down the leg. From here, we're going to bend, or especially our front knee, but really both knees. Put your hand out in front of you on a block or on a support of some kind. And you're going to lift your back leg up into the air like a kung fu kick. Let's do 5. Just kind of lower the leg a little and lift. Lower and lift. More time, working on your balance. Lifting that leg, again, glute works. Working the glute. 5 to 8 lifts. Feels good to you. You're going to step back. That foot and come up. And change the legs. Right leg will be in front of this round. Start with triangle pose, going into the pose just like last time. Breathe. both knees. Push off. The back leg is lifted. You're gonna like just lift and lower about a foot distance, building that outer glute muscle. 5 to 8 pulses. Drop back like a warrior 2 and come up. Step to the front of your yoga mat. Good job. Turn the toes out about 45 degrees. Your toes might cover the edge of your mat. Bring your hands into prayer. Take a deep breath and lift the shoulders up and back some. Now, if it's been helpful to have your hand on your low back, you can also put your hand there. You're going to bend your knees towards squat as low as you can without losing your low back curve. Just see what that is. Usually about the height of the knee. And then if you can bring your hips below your knee, that's okay. Just feel that the hips do in fact start to tuck under, which will round the back some. Nothing wrong with it. It's meant to happen once the knee gets above the hip. As you push, put the curve back in as appropriate. Training your low back and your glutes to help you lift up. Nice and slow. Let's lower down. Feel when you hit that edge where it's time for the hips to kind of cup under and support you. And then push and recreate the curve as your body naturally was designed to do. Lower down, nice and slow. We do a couple more rounds, about 5 total. Mindful movement. Good awareness, everybody. Number 4, slowly lower down, slowly push off. It's okay to let that curve go away. When the hips get below the knees, we just want to let the muscles refire as we lift ourselves up. Last round, whew, nice and slow like this really is a pretty strong exercise. Last one, push, feel the curve. Awesome job. Hands on your hips, feet now parallel, shoulders distance apart. Let's do those hip circles again. Let's reverse them. Good. Stand in mountain pose. Reach down through your fingertips. Reach up through your crown. And breathe here. Listen to your posture, your legs, your spine, your hips. Try to feel a new sense of natural. What we brought awareness to, what we brought consciousness to in our low back today. How we hold ourselves up, how we carry ourselves. Maybe start to affect the way we sit in the chair sometimes, or the type of chairs we choose to sit in. We're going to practice an eagle pose. You might want to have the wall in front of you if you're going to use a wall. Shift into your right leg. Bring your left knee up and stack it over as you squeeze your shins together. If you're not using the wall for balance, you'll bring your left elbow under for eagle arms. use eagle arms, just have your top fingertips touch the wall. Breathe. I'm trying to squeeze the shins together to get a stretch along the outer thigh in your eagle stance. Now open up. Relax a moment. Remember the work we did, how it affects our posture. We're going to shift to our left leg and you're going to hook the right knee on top. Press the shins together as you sit down. Oh, our daily rain has arrived today in my neck of the woods here in Nashville. Downpours every single day, but only for a brief moment of the day. Breathe in your eagle pose. Feel the stretch in the outer arms and the stretch in the outer legs by squeezing arms and legs against each other. Down to kneeling. Took a moment to find a prop. If you want to sit on a prop between your heels or just sit on your heels or in between your heels. Knees are close together. Feet are separated a little wider than hips distance. Close your eyes and just check in with the curve of your spine. Allow the pelvis to sink down into the earth. Sit bones go down into the earth. Just can you feel the natural, not the over exaggerated, the natural curve of your low spine. Rest your hands on your belly. Try to take a few belly breaths without changing the curve of your spine. Just learning how to relax the abdominal muscles on the inhale and contract them on the exhale. Relax the abdominal muscles on the inhale, contract them on the exhale. Does not really affect the actual curve of the spine. The low body, just drop your head to your left. So the shoulders are staying the same. You're just dropping the head. Drop the head to the right. Let's go back to the first side again. This time, if you want, you can use the rest of your spine. So squeezing the left side, the right side over. Let the hand come to the floor if it wants to. Crescent shape. Now back up. Drop the head to the right. Continue with the spine. Just go right ahead. Feel. Take a gentle twist to each side. Move forward. Cross the ankles and sit back so that you can extend the legs out in front. Spread the legs to a V shape. Anchor the heels down and the toes up. Start to relax. Now, you'll notice if you let your sort of spine relax forward, your lumbar does very much flatten and it even sort of rounds the other way. That's appropriate. We're not using our butt muscles at all. We're sitting and we're draping forward. This is when the spine should round. Nice counter. All the work we did for the class. Take your left hand over to the right. That side a little more. Change. Bring the legs towards the center. Pull the left knee in so the foot is flat on the floor. Take your left hand behind you. And you're going to cross your right arm over your left as you twist. Change the legs. Right hand behind you. Cross the left arm over. Twist. Back to center. Place the soles of the feet together. Draw them closer to the body. Press down through your feet. You can push down through your sit bones and sprout yourself a little more upright. You may find you can feel that the low back curve comes back into the arched shape that we've worked on as you make your spine upright. If you can't, you might want to sit up on something so that it can. Breathe here as you press the feet together, press the pinky edge down, and start to open the knees as well. Good. Put the legs out and slowly lie on your back. Lie on your back, take your knees to your chest. Notice what happens to your low back, like we discussed in all class. I'm not going to give you the answers now. You're going to have to go for yourself. Rock a little bit side to side. Put the the right leg out on the floor and kind of make circles with your left knee. Take the knee nice and wide to the left. Take it all the way across to the right. Back. Bring up the right leg. Draw circles with the knee. Wide to the right. Take the leg across. Back to center. So one final neutral island pose that feels good to your body. Stretch your arms and legs out. Awesome. to stretch your body. And press up to a comfortable seat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.